Hi, welcome back to Comicbook Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. And today we're going to talk about a miniseries that I just recently purchased because I wanted to ask the question, is the Falcon still a good investment as far as people who are not Captain America fans or not Falcon fans? So if you're a Falcon or a Captain America fan, then of course it doesn't matter when the Falcon's not in movies anymore. Picking this book up for you is probably something that's going to be on your list. But that's not the question I'm posing. I'm posing is, has the Falcon hit his peak? So he is slated for one more movie that I can think of offhand for the next Avenger movie. I know I think it was the Civil War, at the end they showed the new team and he was part of the new team. But as far as movies go, and I guess they're stage 4, I don't think that they're planning on doing the Avengers. So is this going to be the last movie for Falcon? And if so, is this still a key book for you to pick up if you're looking for a book as a long-term investment, and how much growth does it still have? I'm not saying this book does not have a lot of potential and growth still, because, it's the Falcon. Eventually, in 10, 15 years, they're going to reboot the universe again like they always do, and he'll pop up again. But what I'm saying is that he's peaked now. So is it a good book to buy in now, or you can pick up other books that are on the rise? And just in general, I would like to put this out there in discussion. If people like the Falcon, what they like about the character. I've really enjoyed the character watching him on the big screen, but other than that, I really have not read any of the Falcon books, or even when he was Captain America. It just wasn't a thing for me. So I want to read, this is the Falcon miniseries, and I'm going to show you the opening page. And I think this music is appropriate as I read the opening description. I'm going to turn that up a little bit louder, so hopefully you'll hear it. That's right, it's Shaft, and we're going back, people. It's a hot New York night. It was hot yesterday, and it'll be hot tomorrow. Miguel Martinez and his 2 friends were born in the ghetto. They lived all their young lives in the ghetto, and when they wake up tomorrow, the ghetto will be the first thing that they see. Some things never change, so they hustle, they steal, and drink. So that was the writing style that they pretty much have used throughout this book. All right, let me pause Shaft now. We don't need any more of that. I mean, Shaft. And I thought overall this was an okay read. In this first book, it gives you, it starts setting up the story in the miniseries, and he's working with a gang, and they are, he's reformed them. I believe their name is Legion. He's reformed them, and he's just trying to, he's going around fighting crime, doing things. The next book is you find out, and I bought this series because of the covers. I mean, I thought the artwork was great on these covers, and, for a miniseries, he did, we're talking like the Sentinels are involved, and you learn in this issue right here that that Falcon is a mutant. So this is the issue where they talk about him being a mutant. And he's got a minor ability where he has empathy with birds, which is why he can, ask his Falcon to do things. And next up right here. So this whole thing kind of reminded me of like Escape from New York. where the president gets kidnapped and he has to deal with it by the street gang. And there's kind of like, they're leading up to somewhat of a morality lesson. And at the end, Electro appears and Captain America. And now we get to the final cover, which I thought was a cool cover, Falcon. And the caption is, Captain America, I've beaten the police, I've beaten the street gang. Tell me, who will save you? And so the conclusion of this series goes that, of course, he saves him. And the president, which is interesting, they make him look like Ronald Reagan. So this sets us back up in the 80s. What I've enjoyed about Falcon and his old suit was, even though I like the modern look that they did it for the movies, I always thought this was cool. I thought his costume was cool. I don't think it would translate that well up on the big screen, but in the comic books, it looks great. So, for those of you who don't know that much about the Falcon, swivel this over here. So I pulled up a couple of screens so I can start talking about the values of this book, okay? And his first appearance is in Captain America 117. And I give a little history. I kind of like this. So I'm about, wow, that's a lot. So basically they talk about how Cap, Baron Zemo, has ordered Agent 13. This is really long. They didn't want to, no, not that one. All right, go collect. It's right here, that's all. Oh, so, sorry, got lost in thought here. I did want to give some interesting facts before I go into the detail. So Captain America 117, and this is Go Collect. A 15-cent cover price. Pretty good. Editing Stan Lee, script Stan Lee, pencil Gene Callahan, John Romita, and Jack Kirby. Inks Joe Sonetta and John Romita. And I might as well give Sam Rosen typist for letters. I wanted to also show you, while I'm here, instead of jumping around and getting lost in thoughts, that the fair market value, according to Go Collect, you had 9.8. You had 4 of those being sold. But that was in 2016. Okay? And we're talking 8,500. But we're, that's a... That's a 9.8. Really, where most people are probably buying this book at is right here. Because you're going to see 9.4s, 9.5s, and 9.0. Even all the way up to 8, 7.5s. I mean, it goes all the way down. A lot of 25 sales. And this is where you're seeing at 2018. So this is starting right here. Well, I don't even really want to concentrate on that because really most people can afford, who are comic book collectors, if they start scraping up and this is the book they want, can save up about $300, which means that you should be able to, in general, and this is just based on 25 sales in October and even in November, should be able to get to 8 to an 8.0. And maybe if you're lucky, somebody will have a 9.0 that you might be able to snag for about a little bit over 3. 9.6. Once it gets to 9.4, that's way out of my price range. In fact, all of this up until the 8, this is my price range right here, 7 to 8.5 if I wanted to invest in this book. And that's why I wanted to pose this question is, has he peaked in a sense of, is he going to keep seeing, I'll tilt the camera this way, keep seeing this type of growth right here, and as you can see in the charts here, they're just slowly dropping down. I like the character, but I don't know if this is a book that I want to, drop $300 on. And we'll look at what's going on eBay. 7.0. You can buy it now for $250 plus shipping. We go over here. That's on average of what they're selling for. Either 5.5, 165, or best offer. Let's see what Go Collect has. Wait, hold on, what was that? 5.5, okay. So Go Collect has it, same thing. So they're right on 7.5. And the other thing I wanted to show you was, these are sold items in the month of December. You had a 4.0 signature by Stan Lee, which probably played a big part in that. Here's a $900 best offer, but that's for 3 books. So really we want to concentrate. So a 9.0, someone bought this book at $228 roughly. So 9.0, so according to Go Collect, is $475 people were paying. So this person got this book for a little bit over expected, but that's just to show you that people are still buying this book. But I wanted to ask my subscribers, or anybody who comes in, and if you're new to the channel, hello. Monday through Friday, Monday through Wednesday is guaranteed comic book related material, hence the name Comicbook Gallery. I hope you're enjoying the program. I also do Magic the Gathering contents on the weekends, but sometimes those carry over. If there's something that I want to cover, I'll start placing those videos in the morning. And then in the afternoon, like I'm doing this one, I'm keeping my schedule. And then on Thursdays, because I'm an artist and the name of my brand name is Comicbook Gallery, a different way of looking at art is Sketchbook Thursdays, where I'm promoting a program on my Patreon where I'm teaching children how to draw from the ages of 1st through 3rd grade. So, you can click on that site. If you look in the description below, you can follow me on Instagram. And I'm currently planning a trip to Vegas this weekend to grab a storage to bring all my books here in California so I can start listing and selling them. So I'll be doing videos on that next week. All right, so back to the question. The Falcon, great character. Are people going to do people still want to keep buying him? A trend here, if you're looking at this chart right over here, you're seeing all these going down. A few of them are going up, but from right up here, from 7.0 to 9.4, all these sales are going down. So that's why I thought it'd be an interesting question, one, to put that out there so people can, highlight a series that I thought was a fun read. It's not an important series. I don't think it's going to be a speculated on series. I paid $10 or $9.75 for the whole lot. Apparently, this seller at one point had this listed for $10. These were listed, all the other ones were listed at $4. So you can pick this up. If you're a Cap fan or Falcon, I would definitely pick up this miniseries. It's a nice little run, cool little story. And I think I'll finally end this on the history. God, it's so long. I don't want to read all this. I don't. Man, it's so long. Okay, so basically the outline is is that Baron Zemo has ordered Agent 13, who is posing as a female spy, to execute Captain America, Black Panther, before they begin using a solar ray to destroy the United States. However, when she fires her first shot, it misses, and she convinces Baron Zemo that they can execute the heroes after they use the solar ray against the United States. Taken to the control room, Agent 13 then activates her hidden weapons to destroy the solar ray controls. See, I'm reading this out loud, so you don't have to read this. She, Captain America, and Black Panther begin fighting their ways out of the control room. However, when they end up in the hallway surrounded by the guards, they escape through a ventilator shaft. In order to stop them, Zemo then activates his robot, the Destruction Tor. Destruction Time? Destruction Time. Yeah. Oops. To go after the heroes, Captain America, Agent 13, and Black Panther fight the robot, and eventually Cap manages to stop it before destroying its motor controls. When Zemo and his men arrive, Zemo gets close enough for Captain America to grab him and unmask him, revealing that he is not Baron Zemo. Wait a minute, am I even... Wait, is this even the right book? Oh, there's a goof. How'd I even click on issue 100? No wonder why that was so long. Oh man, talk about doing this wrong. I was like, wait, this is so... Let me make sure I didn't have Captain America on 100. Okay, at least I got all that information right. So we'll go here. Same thing with market. It's not that big of an issue. All right, that's what I thought. Because while I was reading and, getting ready to do this issue, I looked at the description. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is a short little description for me to read. So, Captain America 100. First appearance and origin of Falcon. First appearance of Red Wing. The Coming of the Falcon, which I thought was a cool title to have on the book. 20-page story, continue from previous issue. With the Red Skull previously having switched bodies with Captain America, the Skull uses the Cosmic Cube to send Cap to a tropical home of the exiles. There, Cap encounters a Falconer from Harlem who has been hired by the exiles, but who is now attempting to help the island natives kick the exiles from their home. Cap joins forces with the Falconer, who, with Cap's urging, dons on a costume and takes the name Falcon. All right, note, John Romita Sr. redrew Captain America's head on the cover. So there's a fun fact. Contributors, since I gave it on the last one. So still, Gene Colan, pencil, cover art. Stan Lee, script editor. John Romita Sr., cover art. Sam Rosen for letters. And Joe Sinat for cover art inks. And that'll do it, people. I hope you enjoyed my little breakdown of the Falcon and even my little mishap there. But hey, trying to make sure that I get this right with the research. And like I said, I want to hear from you if the Falcon is a book that you want to, invest $300 in to get a good copy. Or is there other books right now that have your attention because of the up and coming movies slated for next year? That'll do it, people. Hope you enjoyed the program. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment below. If you're new to the channel, I hope you will subscribe and look at some of my back videos. And that'll do it, people. Take care.